Welcome back to the 50 State Cold Case Spotlight. Today we are in Arizona for day 2, and I will be spotlighting the case of Shannon Aumok. 16-year-old Shannon's life was not easy, to say the least. Shannon's birth was the result of a sexual assault. She would reside with her birth mother until the age of 3, and at that point her mother would give her over to CPS. A family in Flagstaff would adopt Shannon when she was 3, but around 12 they said she was a troubled child and gave her back to CPS. That's when Shannon began bouncing between foster care and group homes. Before her death, Shannon had run away over 40 times in 1 year. When Shannon went missing in 1992 from a group home, nobody was looking for her. They had stopped reporting her missing since she was running away all the time. On May 28, 1992, Phoenix police were working around the clock to find Brandy Myers, 13, who had vanished walking door to door to collect signatures for a bookathon sponsored by her school. We talked about that case yesterday in Arizona Day 1. On this day, a man riding an ATV would come across the remains of a young girl that fit Brandy's description around 1 a.m. in the desert on the north side of the Central Arizona Project Canal, around 200 East Deer Valley Road in Phoenix. She was lying in a pile of trash. The man found this young girl dressed in a flower blouse and jeans, wearing thick-rimmed glasses just like Brandy. The man who found her would end up disposing of the pink glasses because he had touched them. He didn't want investigators to find his fingerprints and think that he had anything to do with her death. Investigators were able to quickly rule out that this was not Brandy, but they were not able to match this missing girl to anyone in the area. An autopsy would reveal the cause of death was strangulation, and reportedly there was a rope found nearby. Shannon would be buried as a Jane Doe until they were able to match her DNA to her birth mother in 2011. Shannon was exhumed in the spring of 2011 from Twin Butte Cemetery in Tempe and taken to the SunWest Cemetery, where she was given service and a proper burial with her name. Shannon's case has long been linked to Brandy Myers because she was found in the search for Brandy and close to where Brandy went missing. In 2003, investigators told AZ family they were not ruling out the possibility that both Shannon and Brandy shared the same killer. Brian Patrick Miller was found guilty of murdering 2 young girls from the same neighborhood that both Brandy and Shannon vanished from, and has long been linked to both Brandy and Shannon's case, among others. But Brandy's sister and others in the community aren't sure that they are connected because of the cause of death being strangulation, whereas Miller's cases that he's been charged with so far are brutal stabbing and dismemberment. Shannon fits the victim profile and was in the same area, so it is possible that Miller could still be responsible. However, it is a disservice to Shannon and those in the Phoenix community if we do not look at other possible suspects. If you have information in Shannon's case, please contact the Silent Witness line at 480-948-6377. Shannon doesn't have a family advocate pushing for her. She was failed in life and she was failed in death. So it's important that we continue to share her face and her case to remind Phoenix that she has not been forgotten. Thank you so much for taking the time to get to know Shannon today, and don't forget, when you see those missing and murder posts on social media, to hit like and share, because every time we share a face, we get closer to solving a case. And I hope to see you all back here tomorrow for Day 3, Arizona.